Kansas City Royals. The only team in North American sports history to win its championship after going down 3-0 in the finals. Truly one of the greatest comebacks ever, and what a moment, not just for Toronto, but the game of hockey in general. The 1941-1942 Maple Leafs, greatest comeback in NHL history. For SiriusXM Sports, I'm Ryan Payton.
MLB Network Radio is your home for 24/7 baseball talk, featuring on-site coverage of every major event from spring training through the World Series and expert analysis from former general managers and players. SiriusXM, Channel 89.
I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your
for the 1972 Munich Summer Olympics. Of the World Series that autumn, he was picked off for
XM213 and internet.
And Peyton, Teemu Selanne is one of hockey's all-time greats. He played till he was 43, and over the 21 NHL seasons, he was a point-per-game player. Among his accomplishments, he was a 10-time All-Star, a Rocket Richard Trophy winner, a Stanley Cup champion. XM Sports. I'm Ryan Payton.
Hear it all on demand. Programming on demand.
On Tulane on Sirius XM and Internet Channels 84. Noon, Georgia Tech faces Florida State. Georgia Tech takes on Florida. The XM 195. Baylor on Sirius 1. With the Kentucky feed on Sirius 158, XM 191, and Internet 962. Arkansas on XM. On XM 387, Internet 9. $96. 2:30 p.m. Creighton faces. Iowa State on Sirius XM and
Kentucky Wildcats. At forward, a 6'8" sophomore from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, number 3, Thiero. At forward, a 7-foot sophomore from Query, Imo State, Nigeria, number 33, Ugana Onyenso. At guard, a 6'8" freshman from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, number 1, Justin Edwards. At guard, a 6'4" freshman from Camden, New Jersey, number 21, DJ Wagner. And at guard, a 6'6" senior from Chicago, Illinois, number 12, Antonio Reeves. And the head coach of Kentucky, Hall of Famer, John Calipari. And the sixth man for the Wildcats, the Eruption Zone.
Opening tip is next on the UK Sports Network.
Whoa, 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 Dave. Before you use that post hole digger, where's your gas line? And where's your wallet? Because you hit a gas line and it's going to cost you. Not to mention that it's also very dangerous. Okay, now, where's your phone? Good. Call 811 before you dig. One call, and you'll know where to dig every time. So call 811. No problems, no accident, no fines. Oh, and it's the law.
If you've got the right tools and the friendly people at U.S. Bank in your corner, making smarter money choices is a piece of cake. If only our tools and helpful advisors could have helped you avoid some of those not-so-smart choices in life. Like that time you tried to pick up unicycling. Or when you thought it'd be okay to pet that squirrel in the park.
Good squirrel, good squirrel.
While we can't help you with all that, we can help you bank smartly at usbank.com/smartertogether. Member FDIC.
Arkansas in that deep red color uniform, white numerals and letters, 2 white stripes down the side. For the Wildcats, it's the home white, blue numerals and letters, 2 blue stripes down the left side, and the UK logo in the bottom of the trunks on the right. Doug Shows heads up the officiating crew today, working with Vladimir Voyard-Tadal and Jeb Harkness. Kentucky will go right to left from our vantage point opposite the benches. Cats are 20-8, 10-5 in the league. Arkansas 5-10 in the conference, 14-14 overall. A disappointing season in Coach Eric Musselman's 5th year in Fayetteville, but a chance to get a good feeling day if they could knock off the Cats in Rupp Arena. Brazil in the center circle, opposite Onyenso. Everybody's scoreboard watching this time of the year with the way the SEC race is jumbled up at the top. And with 10 minutes to play in Columbia, South Carolina, Florida leads the Gamecocks 58-52. Just about ready to roll. Tap control by Arkansas. Goes deep into backcourt where Lawson will run it down. Kentucky obviously opening up man-to-man. Mark hands it off to Brazil. They get it right side to Battle. Battle gives it back to Ellis. Ellis down the lane, all the way to the rim, flips it up and in. That was much too easy.
What? Pick and roll. You're going to get a bunch of it. Going to get a bunch of it.
Thiero dribbles right, hands it off to Edwards. Edwards gives it back to Wagner in the middle, bounces it to his left to Thiero. Arkansas's man-to-man. Thiero dribbles over to the right, hands it to Reeves. Reeves cut off, back to Thiero, driving, baseline right. Throws the pass way out front to Wagner, quickly to Edwards, back to Wagner with 7 to shoot. Wagner out deep on the left at 5. Turns down the screen, now feeds it to Onyenso at the high post. 2 seconds, he's going to shoot a jumper. Comes up short, but it's rebounded by Thiero. Out to Wagner, he'll pull the trigger. No good for 3, and a long rebound comes to Mark for Arkansas. His right shoulder heavily taped up as he slides left, shoots a jumper from the elbow that's good, and Arkansas has a 4-0 lead.
Well, not the start we wanted on either end of the floor.
Kentucky on its second possession as Reeves comes to the middle of the floor to take it. Working against Mark, can't get by him. Wagner comes to get the pass. Wagner floats to the middle of the floor, backs into the midcourt circle. Now goes left with that left-hand dribble. Double team, spins, passes to Edwards, back to Wagner. Open, left to the circle, hit it.
Nice. I like that he doesn't hesitate shooting it now. He wants that ball in his hands.
Started to get his confidence back with a couple of big threes in the first half Tuesday night in Starkville. 4-3, Arkansas in front. Here's Ellis straight away, the former Louisville Cardinal. Works it over to the wing. Pass to Mark, guarded by Reeves, who did a good job on him in Fayetteville. Mark goes down the lane, cut off, fall away 10-footer is good. Tough shot.
Boy, that's as well as Kentucky has defended this game, and he just made a tough shot.
6-3 Hogs, the arrow down the lane. Kicks it out to the right side. Wagner wide open. Hit it, 2 in a row.
Yeah, you know, it takes a little confidence, Tom. It's helped so much to see that ball go through the net every now and then.
Game's tied at 6. Mark standing and dribbling outside the three-point line. Floats over to his right. Passes back to the top to Brazil, holding the ball down at his waist. Hands it to Battle. Battle goes to the right side, hooks it down into the paint for a layup by Brazil.
Boy, just not getting caught up on defense.
8-6 Razorbacks as they execute on the pick and roll again. That time it was the big guy who scores. Reeves gets into the paint, angles right, banks it up and in. Tie game at 8.
Kentucky's not going to have trouble scoring, but they can't exchange baskets this entire game.
Reeves had 24 against the Hogs in Fayetteville after scoring 37 out there at the end of last season. Ellis, top of the circle. Goes to his right, pulls up, passes back over to Brazil. Jab step, drives on Wagner, pulls up, 10-footer, good.
Oh, man.
Brazil is 6'10", and Wagner got caught up in a size mismatch. It's 10-8 Arkansas. Here's Wagner out deep on the right, gives it up to Reeves. Ball's knocked away and stolen by Arkansas. Ellis throws it ahead to Brazil. He goes for the basket and puts it in. 12-8 Hogs. Well, just what you didn't want to do for a team that has been struggling is let them get some easy buckets.
Don't want to give them confidence, man.
12-8 Arkansas. Crowd reacting to 4 players about to check in. Here's the arrow driving off the right wing, gets into the lane, but he can't get a shot. Throws it back out to Edwards with 10 to shoot. Edwards deep on the right side, works his way into the lane. Ball stripped away as he drives, and a foul called on Arkansas. First foul of the game goes against Trevin Brazil. For Kentucky, we're going to get Dillingham, Shepard, Avicic, and Mitchell into the game.
Kentucky's been fine on offense. It's on that other end of the floor where Arkansas has yet to miss a shot.
2 shots for Edwards. Hits it. And Wagner, Thiero, Onyenso will go out. Dillingham still waiting. He's going to come in for Edwards if Justin makes this free throw. 9 seconds away from the 16-minute mark. Left-hander's shot is good, and now he will go out, and Rob Dillingham will come in.
And on that rebound, Trey Mitchell hit the ground. I'm kind of glad to see that happen here early because they're going to try to come at him. You might as well find that out now.
2-3 zone for Kentucky. How about this? Here's Battle out deep on the right side. Cross-court pass to Ellis. Down in the corner to Lawson. Feeds Mark left of the lane. Wide open. Rattles out. No good. Rebound snatched by Avicic. Dillingham brings it up the right side. Hesitates. Goes by his man and then feeds Avicic on the roll. And he's fouled going for the basket.
You know, Tom, the good thing about that zone defense, and it's timeout, we can talk more about it when we come back. But it just forces the other team to think about something different for a few possessions.
Second foul on Brazil, second foul on Arkansas. We'll pick up on Goose's point when we come back. 15:45 to play. 12-10 Arkansas leads at Rupp Arena on the UK Sports Network. The first half, and Arkansas leading here at Kentucky 12-10. Cat fans have a new way to stay connected with UK. It's the Big Blue Brew, presented by Commonwealth Credit Union, the official email newsletter of UK Athletics. Hits the inboxes of subscribers first thing every weekday morning. The Big Blue Brew is completely free, and you get to start your day with a pick-me-up that keeps you informed and excited about your Cats. Sign up at ukathletics.com/bigbluebrew. So, Goose, you like to switch to the 2-3 zone after Arkansas had made its first 5 shots.
Yeah, I mean, just give them something different to think about. Knock them off tempo just for a little while. The guy got a good shot at the basket, but I think because it came out of rhythm, he missed that one. So I'm not saying you have to give a steady diet of the zone defense, but, you know, an appetizer every now and then is not bad.
That's right. Ivisic at the line, hits it. Kentucky was 15 of 15 at the line in the second half of that win on Tuesday night in Starkville.
Obviously, that was huge.
Tie game as Z knocks down 2. Kentucky pick it up in backcourt. Mark.
Back to the man-to-man, which is perfect time for that.
Mark goes left, dumps it off to Mitchell, loses the ball, and it's picked up by Trey Mitchell for Kentucky. Ahead to Dillingham, to Reeves, open left corner.
Little hard.
No good. Rebounded by Makai Mitchell, who's checked in for Arkansas.
Didn't quite have the arc he normally has on the ball that time.
Battle's got it straight away. Floats over to his left. Going to shoot a long 3, no good. And Ivisic blocked out his man, rebounds the ball, dribbles it up into front court. Throws it ahead to Reeves, back to Shepard, left wing 3 ball, no good. Rebounded off the backside, knocked away by Trey Mitchell, but into the hands of Ellis. Makai Mitchell came up with a rebound. Arkansas's got it. Ellis down the lane, goes right at Z, challenges the shot, but Ellis able to put it in anyway.
Well, these guys are really good off the dribble, man. Really, really good.
Ellis leaned his body into Ivisic to nullify the shot blocking. Ivisic at the right elbow, dribbles once, hands it to Reeves. Reeves curls to the right corner. Turns, throws it back out to Dillingham. Dillingham penetrates, right-hand runner, good, high off the glass.
Yeah, nice and high off the glass. That allowed him to soften up the shot just a little bit as it got back to the rim.
Got a lot of tools in his bag, but that little runner off. Blocked by Ivisic, rebounded by Trey Mitchell. Kentucky running, Dillingham up the right side. Angles into the lane, goes to his left, ball stripped away and lost out of bounds off the hand of Ellis of Arkansas as we have their first lead.
You'll be able to score against this team. Can you get stops? That's the big question.
16-14 Kentucky. Pass comes to Lawson, right of the circle. Fires it to the corner to Mark. He'll shoot a 3. Good from deep in the right corner.
Well, you got to communicate, man. You have to talk on that and say, you get him. I got this one.
Arkansas goes right back in front, 17-16. Shepard deep in that right corner. Diagonal pass to the middle to Mitchell out front. Dribbles left, hands it to Reeves. It's 3 on Arkansas.
Just wonder what coaches say to their guys now as to how to guard him. Man, I would start that out with a prayer every time.
For the lead, it's good. 18-17, Kentucky. As Reeves hits 2, he has 6 points. Cats have to find a way to stop the it to Makai Mitchell. They try to hand it back to Battle. It's knocked loose. Ivisic picks it up, throws it ahead. Reeves dunks at the other end.
Yes, give Antonio credit for defense, and he gets rewarded on the other end.
2017 Kentucky. Mark goes to his left. Backs out beyond the three-point line. Ivisic has him on the switch. They got Mitchell down low. They throw it into him, but it's deflected. Trey Mitchell got a piece of it. Kentucky running. Shepard into front court. Passes left side to Dillingham. Puts it between his legs. Goes to his left. The crossover is knocked away by Lawson. Dillingham dives on the floor. Fights for the ball. Still a scramble for it. Ivisic tips it over. Trey Mitchell dives on the floor. He comes up with it, and then he's tied up.
No, they gave him jump ball.
Jump ball call.
It's
Possession
Kentucky's
arrow
ball.
going Kentucky's way. But a lot of bodies on the floor both ways.
Well, and the thing I like most about that play, that skirmish there, that scramble for the ball. Kentucky's going to have to answer.
Mark standing between the midcourt circle and the top of the key. Floats over to his right. Left-hander puts between his legs a few times. Goes into the lane. Steps through. Flips up a shot that goes in.
Boy, he is just playing with a bunch of confidence.
22-19 Kentucky. Trey Mitchell top of the circle. Gives it left side to Shepard. Shepard dribbles over to the right, then reverses it to Reeves. Hands it back to Shepard. Shepard thought about the long three. Gives it left side to Mitchell. Back to Shepard in the left corner. Shepard dribbles out front. Shot clock's down at 10 seconds as we go into 12 to play in the first half. Shepard gets by his man. Throws it off on the right side to Mitchell. Touch pass to the corner. Three. Dillingham comes up short, and it's rebounded by Davenport for Arkansas. Excellent ball movement, but Cats couldn't get the bucket.
I'd like
Here's
to have
Mark.
seen Trey take that shot.
Top of the circle. Mark's three-pointer rattles out. Rebound touch last by Davenport of Arkansas. It'll be Kentucky's ball when we come back from this timeout. With 11:41 to play in the half, Cats lead the Hogs 22-19 on the UK Sports Network. here in the opening half at Rupp Arena. Kentucky has a 22-19 lead over Arkansas. We're at the U.S. Bank broadcast table. U.S. Bank U.S. Bank, put your trust in a bank that's been focused on serving the people and the businesses in Kentucky and all across the country since 1863. And down in Columbia, South Carolina, with a little under 4 to play, Florida and South Carolina are now tied at 68 apiece. Today's game presented by UK Healthcare, the official healthcare provider of the Big Blue Nation. 9 of 13 shooting for the Hogs. Jeff.
Yeah, you look at Kentucky and they're shooting 55%. And you think, oh, man, that's good. But then you look up at Arkansas and you realize they're 9 for 13. Made their first 6 or 7 shots at the basket in a row. And they're shooting 69%. Obviously, not a lot of rebounds to be had when both teams are shooting it that well. But Kentucky's going to have to figure out how to get a few stops here. Coach Cal likes to see how many kills they get.
Which is 3 in a row.
Of course, that's three stops in a row. That's why I was calling for that. But, you know, Kentucky just hadn't been able to do that to this point.
For Kentucky, it is Wagner back in with Shepard, Dillingham, Avicic, and Mitchell. Arkansas picking up three-quarter court. E.J. Wagner will run the point now for Kentucky. Dillingham on the right side, Shepard on the left. Wagner in the middle. Goes over to his right, hesitates, goes into the lane, throws it out to Mitchell. 3 ball, no good. Rebound tapped up by Avicic, but he can't control it. Battle comes out with it for the Hogs. Mark brings it up the left side and then walks it over to the right. Tracked by DJ Wagner. Mark having a big game with 9 points already. Drives on Wagner, and Wagner called for the foul. Mark kind of just walked over to the right side, lulled him to sleep a little bit, and then had to drive it hard and got just past DJ enough to force the foul. First of the game on Kentucky.
And the other part of that play, Mitchell cleared out and went to the top of the key to take Zvonimir out of the way, and he's not going to be able to block the shot. So they executed that well.
Mitchell goes out, Lawson in. Davis throws it way out front where Davenport makes the catch. Left of the key, spins into the lane, and flips up a shot that goes in and count it. Foul is on Dillingham. So a three-point play opportunity for the Hogs on Kentucky's second foul. And Arkansas' strategy clearly, Jack, is to drive the ball.
Well, that's why I say one-on-one, man-to-man defense is going to be huge in this game. That was a great example of how they play. Give it to somebody, everybody else go to the three-point line and let them go one-on-one.
Free throw good by Davenport. Aaron Bradshaw checks in for Avicic. And Arkansas has come back to tie the game at 22 all. 6th tie of this first half. The arrow back in for Kentucky as well. He dribbles left, gives it to Shepard. Back to Wagner. To Bradshaw, back to Wagner, left of the circle, over to Shepard. Turns down a 3, penetrates, throws it over to Wagner. Back to Shepard in the middle of the floor. Passes it to his right to Dillingham. Dillingham comes into the lane, goes up with a 12-footer, no good. Rebounded by Battle for Arkansas. Battle brings it up the middle of the floor. Blows by Shepard, gets to the rim for a layup.
Well, that's why you want Reed to shoot the ball. You pass up a good one.
Here's Thiero down to the left baseline. Can't get a shot out to Dillingham. Dillingham spins, throws it back to Thiero on the left wing. Collision as he comes into the paint. No whistle. He throws it over the right side to Wagner. Open 3. Good. 3 threes for DJ Wagner. Kentucky back in front, 25-24.
I like the way he doesn't hesitate now like he was those first 4 or 5 games back.
Mark out deep on the right side. Throws it to Davenport in the middle. Mark gets it back. Goes into the lane and then fires it over deep in the left corner to Battle. Battle working against Shepard. Tries to drive on it. Can't. Fall away 15-footers. No good. But a foul on Shepard as Calipari protests. Right. That play happened right in front of him. Shepard picks up his first. And that's 3 on the Cats. And it'll be 2 shots for Arkansas.
What Coach Cal wanted was Battle kicked his legs out a little bit to draw that contact. And he is one of those guys who gets to the line a lot for this Arkansas team.
So Battle goes to the line. 9:55 to play in the half. Kentucky with a 1-point lead. The free throw's no good.
At least he missed one. He was 14 for 14 last game out.
These last two games, he scored 78 points, and he got to the line 31 times in those two games. Also made 10 threes in those two games. Just has 2 points today. Hits the free throw for his third. So the game is back in a tie at 25 all. And Shepard bounces it into front court to Wagner. Comes to Reeves, who's back in the game for the Cats. Dillingham now on the bench. Pass goes to the left corner, and it's intercepted by Davis. He was falling out of bounds, but is able to save it into Ellis. Throws it ahead to Davis. Reverse layup good at the other end. And Arkansas has been able to take the crowd out of it. They go back in front, 27-25. Shepard comes into the lane, goes to his right, gets all the way down along the baseline, but he can't get a shot. Bounces it to Bradshaw. Finds it in traffic and then throws it out to Thiero. Kentucky will get a reset as Wagner takes the ball out deep on the left side. Wagner bounce pass to Bradshaw at the high post. Almost had it knocked away. Gets it back over to Reeves. Long three. Good.
That was timely there. Kentucky needed something. Offense gone stagnant.
Off the right wing, a deep three for Reeves. Three at the other end, rims out for Davenport by Arkansas. Thiero rebounds, and Kentucky's on the run. Shepard ahead to Bradshaw, under the bucket, goes up and dunks it. Shepard, a no-look pass as he was approaching midcourt. He fired a bullet to Bradshaw right under the bucket. He angled right and dunked it.
Yeah, you had to do Thiero filling the lane on the side. Reed looked there and found Bradshaw.
30-27 Kentucky. Ellis left to the lane, in trouble. Has picked up his dribble, bounces it out to Davis, deep on the left with 8 to shoot. Davis walks it to the middle, now goes back to the left. Cut off on the side, behind the back pass to Lawson. Lawson goes for the bucket, blocked off the board by Thiero.
What'd they call?
But they must have called goaltending. Crowd came alive.
They're going to check that one because that was a great block.
I think
they'll
right.
check that the next dead ball.
So for now, counted as a basket. 30-29 Kentucky.
Boy,
I think they're just quicker to call goaltending because they have that review option.
You can go watch it. We'll see.
8:21 to play in the half. At the moment, it's 30-29 Kentucky.
Well, that just looked like an excellent defensive play.
Shepard double teamed out front, keeps his dribble, bounces it to Reeves straight away. Reeves with 11 already, goes by his man, then has it knocked away, and it's stolen by Mark. Mark goes down the lane. Reeves got a piece of it, but there to pick it up and lay it in is Battle. And Arkansas goes back in front, 31-30. Shepard takes it down the right sideline. Tries to come back to the middle, but he can't. Hooks it over to Thiero at the top of the circle. Overhead pass to Wagner on the left wing. Back to Thiero. Thiero down the lane, hands it off to Bradshaw. Spins, jump hook, good, and a foul. Second bucket for Bradshaw. Three-point play opportunity for Kentucky. Bradshaw will be at the line when we come back from this timeout. At the moment, with 7:39 to play, it's 32-31 Kentucky, but we think that earlier basket might get taken away on review. We'll see when we come back. This is the UK Sports Network. Here in the opening half, the last basket that was in question on a block by Thiero that was ruled goaltending, it stayed goaltending. So the score stays what it was going to the break, 32-31 in favor of Kentucky. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the UK Sports Network. Seven ties, 9 lead changes already in this game. Kentucky 32, Arkansas 31. Goose, the Hogs are still on fire. 70% from the field, 14 of 20. They already have 20 points in the paint.
Yeah, you know, it's obvious that Kentucky not on top of the game defensively here in the early goings of this one. You know, the thing you want to try to do when you have a team coming in here struggling is to make it as tough as possible for them when they're on the offensive end and punish them on defense.
Last foul on Lawson was his first, team 5th. Bradshaw, one shot, good. And now he will go out, replaced by Onyenso. Kentucky with a 2-point lead, 33-31. Here comes Ellis up into front court for the Razorbacks. Stops as he gets to the right wing. Gives it out front to Battle. Kentucky switches. Battle guarded by Shepard. Battle drives. Gets in deep. Reverse layup. He's good.
Well, he's so good off the dribble. I mean, that's their game.
Back tied at 33. Shepard down to the left baseline. Turns. Throws it out to Thiero. And work it right side to Reeves. Out deep. Comes to the middle. Has it knocked away, but gets it back and hands it to Shepard. Shepard deep on that right side. Arkansas tries to trap him. He throws it down low to Onyenso. Turns, misses the shot. And a tie-up on the rebound between Onyenso and Davenport. And the possession arrow pointing the Razorbacks' way. Good pass into Onyenso, and he was at point-blank range and could not finish the shot.
The thing you want him to do there, and I've said it before, is to dunk the basketball.
Yes.
Go up with that in mind.
Battle, middle of the floor. Again, Shepard has him on a switch. Battle going to pull up, shoot a 3 this time. It rims out, no good. Onyenso rebounds and hands it to Thiero. Up to Wagner. Kentucky trying to pick up the pace, but Arkansas is back. Wagner across the circle going right, comes back to the left, throws it to the corner to Shepard, fakes, moves in, back to Wagner, back to Shepard.
Not sure
To
why
Wagner.
he's passing up shots, man. Coming off of that game he had.
Wagner, middle of the circle, goes down the lane, down to his left, throws it over to the right side. Thiero, wide open 3, no good. And the long rebound to Arkansas. They had everybody blocked out. Battle went and grabbed it. Arkansas with a chance to retake the lead. It's 33 all, 6:20 to play in the first half. Mark pulls up for a 3, left side. It's good.
I think it was a
just inside the arc. 2 points.
Now that's what happens when you let a team get going, man. They don't miss.
35-33 Razorbacks. That is 10 lead changes. Shepard, deep 3, left side, in and out, no good. Rebound on Yenso, throws it back to Reeves. Reeves down the lane, angles right, scoops it up, hits the side of the backcourt. Yenso drives into traffic, rebounds it, throws it to Thiero, who dunks it.
Well, and I know Arkansas wants travel on that, and I'm not sure why it wasn't called, but a
Technical Arkansas.
Listen, I get it. 9 times out of 10 going down like that, but I think since Ugonna kind of lost control of the ball on the way down, grabbed it when he got to the floor
And didn't move.
I think that's why it was not called.
Reeves at the line. 2 shots on the technical against the Arkansas bench. Missed it. In and out. 88% shooter. There's one more. 5:45 to play in the first half. Already 70 points combined in this game. Second one's good. It's 12 points for Reeves. Kentucky back in front, 36-35.
Well, and Eric Musselman, he can't wait to get the ball back in play, because now once that happens, he can start screaming. He's doing a good job of not saying anything, but boy, he's going to let him have it first chance he gets.
36-35 Kentucky. 5:39 to play in the half. Arkansas with the ball. Battle left wing. Comes into the paint and a collision. And it's going to be on Kentucky's DJ Wagner. trying to defend the drive. He picks up his second. 4 team fouls on Kentucky, and Avicic back in along with Trey Mitchell and Dillingham and Edwards out there with Wagner.
But Battle is so good at using his body. We know how strong DJ is, his upper body, but Battle just leans in, forces the contact, and gets the benefit of the whistle.
Battle transferred in from Temple, hits it. Caleb Battle has 8 points now. Wagner goes out with those 2 fouls, and Shepard will come in to run the point. 10th tie of this first half. And Battle shooting for what would be the 12th lead change. It's good. Arkansas 37, Kentucky 36. Shepard comes up into front court, stops out deep on the left, now brings it back to the middle. Being pressured by Ellis, throws it to Mitchell between the circles, straight away, throws it away. Just as he threw it to Edwards, Justin went back door. The ball just sailed into the Arkansas bench. For Kentucky, that's the 4th turnover.
Once again, miscommunication, no talk.
So Arkansas with a 1-point lead in the ball. Mark in front of the Kentucky bench on the left wing, holding the ball up above his head. Now faces up on Edwards, drives through the lane, throws it out to Ellis. Ellis straight away, guarded by Dillingham. Ellis goes left, hesitates, down the lane, scoops it up, no good. Rebounded by Trey Mitchell. Outlet pass to Shepard, and a foul on Arkansas as Battle was lingering in back court to go for the steal, but he didn't get it. He's called for a foul instead. That's 6 on Arkansas, 1 on Battle.
Zavonimir gets nothing on that play, but his presence forced the miss. They know he's there, and he's a shot blocker.
Correction, 17 fouls on Arkansas, so Shepard at the line for 1 and a bonus. 32 on Tuesday night at Mississippi State. That's his first point today.
And again, he's passed up conservatively, I'll say, 3 shots, Tom, that coming off of the
hits it
game he had, man, he has every right to take about any shot he wants.
And nobody would complain.
Nobody would complain.
38-37 Kentucky, 4:50 to play. Ellis works it down the right sideline, keeps his dribble, turns his back to Edwards, spins, throws it out to Lawson, fires it across court to Mark. Amon Mark working against Shepard. Couple of crossovers, comes to the high post, leans in, misses the shot. Rebounded by Dillingham. Dillingham throws it ahead to Edwards. He'll drive and lay it up and missed it. Tapped by Mitchell, no good. Looked like Edwards was between a layup and a dunk, and he missed it. Battle down the lane, goes right at the rim and banks it in.
You can't miss those kind of opportunities, man.
39-38, Arkansas back in front. Shepard in the lane, jumper, no good. Rebound lost out of bounds by Ellis of Arkansas, but they're going to say Avicic touched it last over in that far corner, and it'll be Arkansas ball. Substitution for Kentucky. Reeves coming back in, and Edwards will go out. And Davis back in for Arkansas. Arkansas going really small here. Biggest guy on the floor is 6'8" Chandler Lawson, although he has a 7'7" wingspan. 4 minutes to play. Arkansas with the ball and a lead of 39-38. Lawson dribbles over to the left corner, tries to go baseline on Avicic. Now comes back into the paint. Pump fake, goes up, missed the leaner, and the rebound by Reeves, falling out of bounds, saves it to Mitchell. He was about to fall out of bounds, and he just touched it right back to Reeves. Here's Mitchell between the circles out front. Wanted to hand it to Shepard, couldn't, so he dribbles to his right, gives it to Shepard. Shepard goes to the baseline, floats it up for a missed dunk by Avicic. Jumped a little too early and is trying to dunk it on his way down, and a missed opportunity for the Cats. Battle driving baseline left, goes right at Avicic, who blocks the shot, but they call him for a foul. His first. Team 5th. Will get us to a timeout with 3:23 to play in the half. Arkansas will be at the line when we return. The Hogs lead the Cats 39-38 here at Rupp Arena. Arkansas has a 2-point lead at 40-39. Missed a point somewhere along the way. They've got 40 up on the board for Arkansas. The stat sheet has it 39-38. So not sure what the issue is there. Let's see what the monitor has it at 40. But the scoreboard has it at 40, but the stat sheet has it at 39-38. So we'll go with 40-38 at the moment. Arkansas is going to be at the free throw line. Kentucky now shooting 42% with a recent cold streak, but they've made 4 threes. Arkansas has one three-pointer, but they're 17 of 27 from the field for 63% shooting. And each team with 4 turnovers so far, as Kentucky's just been unable to keep the Hogs out of the lane. Arkansas with 24 points in the paint, 3:23 still to play in the half.
Yeah, it's just not been a really good game defensively for the Cats to this point, man. They are simply going to have to pick it up on that defensive end. Be interesting to see if Kentucky goes back to that zone defense at all. The one shot, or one of the shots Arkansas missed was when Kentucky went to the zone. So we'll see.
2 shots for Caleb Battle, 84% shooter. He missed his first one and then has made 3 in a row. So we'll go with 40-38. Free throw good. Make it a 3-point lead for the Razorbacks. It's 12 for Battle after a slow start. Today's game presented by UK Healthcare, the official healthcare provider for the Big Blue Nation. One more shot for Battle. It's good. 13 already in the first half. He had 11 for the game against the Cats in Kentucky's 63-57 win in Fayetteville. 42-38 Arkansas. Bradshaw back in the game at the 5 spot. Dribbles left, hands it to Reeves. Reeves hooks it over his left shoulder to Mitchell, who drives along the left baseline, throws it to Bradshaw, juggles it, picks it up, puts it in, and got fouled. When he came up with a loose ball, it was in his left hand, so he just banked it in off the glass right out in front of the rim with the left hand.
Just very happy for him to see some productive minutes. Good time off the bench. He's active in the paint.
7 points for Aaron and a chance for one more if he complete his second 3-point play. It's in and out. No good. Rebounded by Lawson, or for Battle for Arkansas. 42-40. Kentucky trailing by 2 as Arkansas comes on the attack. Ellis on the point. Dillingham guarding him. Dillingham, Reeves, Shepard, Mitchell, and Bradshaw on the floor. Ellis down the lane, goes right at the rim, missed it. Rebound, Bradshaw. Bradshaw holding the ball, dribbles once, throws it up to Shepard. Shepard pulls up with a 3 in transition. It's good off the right wing.
Why wait, man? Why wait?
Shepard's first basket of the game is a 3-pointer to give Kentucky the lead back. 43-42, 2.5 to play. It's 15 lead changes in this first half. Here's Battle passing to his left to Davis. 9 to shoot as it comes right side to Davenport. Going to pull up with a 3 from the top of the key. It's no good. Bradshaw with another rebound. Had his man blocked out well. Up to Shepard in front court. Hooks it from the right corner to the left to Mitchell. He goes baseline. Throws it back to Shepard. Wide open. Right corner. Money.
Oh, man.
2 threes for Reed Shepard.
And I'm thinking about defense, Tom. Can you get another one? I know I'm being greedy.
46-42 Cats. Crowd's back in it. Ellis, pass left side to Davis. A long 3, in and out. And Bradshaw with another rebound. Outlet to Shepard. Take another one, Reed. Make it 3 in a row. Goes right, steps back, can't get the shot. Over to Reeves. Reeves down the lane to the rim, lays it in. 50, or rather 48-42 Kentucky.
Thank you, sir. Can I have another? I'm talking stops, Tom. I'm talking stops.
10 straight for the Cats. Ellis splits 2 defenders, gets in the lane, throws it left side. Davenport, open 3, good.
Well, I might have been asking too much.
Now they broke down the defense, kicked it to a wide open teammate. Bradshaw, top of the circle, a 3-ball. Bullseye!
Good to get
Welcome
that right
back, Aaron Bradshaw.
Oh, man, where have you been?
51-45 Kentucky. That's 10 for Bradshaw. Ellis, top of the key. Dribbling side to side. Throws it to his right to Battle. 48 seconds in the half. Battle comes into the circle, hesitates. Down the lane, flips up a shot, no good. Rebound Reeves, outlet Dillingham, down the right side. Hesitates, feeds Bradshaw, goes up and dunks it, but they're going to call the foul before the shot as the pass went into a bit of traffic and Bradshaw just ripped it away from Davenport, who was then called for his first foul. And Bradshaw with a surge of confidence.
Well, he's getting some minutes, Tom, some consistent play. And he has forced Coach Calipari and his coaching staff and his assistants to play him. And that's all they've been wanting him to do. You show me that you deserve to be on the floor.
First shot is
the rebound. Outlet to Dillingham. The Cats run again. Bradshaw runs the floor, dunks it inside. They call a foul on Arkansas before the basket. Before the basket. So 50%. But at 7-1, he's about 100% on a dunk attempt. So the foul came before the dunk. It'll be a 1-and-1 with 36.7 to go. Kentucky trailed 42-38 moments ago. It's 13-3 cents, and it's taken him about 2.5 minutes to do it. So Bradshaw's going to shoot a 1-and-1. Mitchell's in for fouls. Bradshaw knocks down the front end. He'll have one more. Kentucky up by 7.
That was a smart foul by Jeremiah, though.
Got them both, rattled them home. Yeah, they made him earn them, and he did. And it's a 30-second timeout with 36.7 to go. Cal called that one, I think. Muss is wearing out Vladimir Voyard-Tadal. Kentucky with a 15-3 run over the last 2:30. They've got the ability to do that on you here at home.
They really do, and it started with Reed Shepherd with the it started with the and one. We were up 4.
Bradshaw came in.
Yes.
Bradshaw came in, and that made a big difference for them.
Yeah, they're down 4, and they got it to Bradshaw. Remember, he got the and one over Chandler. Then we didn't score it, and they come down. Reed Shepherd found himself wide open in transition. He buried it, and they were off to the races then. And we've struggled a little bit to find their shooters the last 3 or 4 minutes.
Being brought to you in part by Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever? We'll pick up a 12-pack and make that call. Coca-Cola proud to be the official soft drink supplier of the Razorbacks. All right, 36.7 to play in the first half. So the shot clock's on. And the Razorbacks will inbound it in the backcourt. Battle has 13, Mark has 12.
Need a good, strong end these last 36 seconds.
Mark's going to walk it up. Kentucky's going zone. How about that? Mark, right side, screen, sets him free, and he buries a three-pointer. That'll bring him out of the zone. Mark with 15, and Tremont pulled Arkansas within 5, 53-48.
Terrible defense by Shepherd. He just went into the screen.
Shot clock's off. Cats can hold for 1. Dillingham way out on the floor. 8 seconds, 7 seconds. Dillingham kicks it away left side. Reeves will drive to the rim. Knocked away. 2 seconds, 1 second. Davenport picks it up. Three-pointer at the horn. No good. Just beyond the midcourt stripe. It would have counted had it gone. Arkansas did a nice job to get the stop there at the end of the half.
Really good last 30 seconds. Terrible defense by Kentucky. They came out in the zone. That's fine because they don't play man well. And Coach did a good job. He sent a guy up to set a ball screen. Tremont Mark just went to his right. He was so open. He buried it, and then good aggressive defense. You head to the halftime, you're still right there.
Both teams shooting better than 50% at the intermission. I would imagine both coaches will talk.
See how save it for your future and not just spending all your money at once, keeping it somewhere where it'll be.
Holy Jesus. Holy Jesus. Holy Jesus. What?
Challenges, transforming lives, and improving.
Not getting a complete.
Shopping online.
improvement on the defensive end of the floor. Aaron Bradshaw gets the start here. That might be for that reason. He's been more active. He's able to hang with some of the smaller guys that Kentucky has to face on the inside. But you have to get better defensively in this game, and I'm talking about right now.
Because of that three-pointer that was given to Arkansas after it was originally called a two-point basket, that changed the lead change and tie stats. So we start the second half having had 10 ties and 11 lead changes in the first half. 12 or 10-0 run by Kentucky after Arkansas had taken a 4-point lead is the big reason why the Cats start the second half +5. Wagner picked up by Ellis as he comes across the line. DJ had 3 threes in the first half. Standing and dribbling in the middle of the floor. Passes to his right to Reeves, back to Wagner. He'll launch another three. Made it.
He's back. Can I say that with some confidence now?
I think you can. Biggest lead for Kentucky at 56-48. Mark hands it left side to Brazil, who missed most of the first half after getting 2 early fouls. Here's Ellis driving all the way down to the right baseline. Cut off. In trouble. Needs help. Throws it out to the corner to Battle. Battle comes into the lane and draws a foul against the Cats. And they're going to call it on Edwards. That is his first. And it will put Caleb Battle at the line for 2 shots.
That's a really, really tough matchup for Justin Edwards out there on an island by himself, trying to defend a guy who is so good off the dribble. And Battle ended up where you might have expected in that matchup, the free throw line.
Made his last 5 in a row after missing his first one. Free throw good. 14 points for Battle. Arkansas 6 of 7 at the line in the first half. Kentucky was 14 of 16. This one's good. 56-50 in favor of Kentucky. The Cats have the ball. Arkansas man-to-man. As Wagner stands in the midcourt circle. Goes by his man, goes into the lane, but he's cut off. Bounces it back out front to Reeves. Reeves takes it down the right side of the lane. Floats it up off the glass and in.
Well, just a nice individual one-on-one move by Reeves that time.
Leads back to 8, 58-50. 16 for Antonio Reeves. Here's Ellis driving down the lane on Wagner. Throws it back into the middle of the lane. Batted away by Bradshaw, but picked up by Lawson. Can't get a shot over Bradshaw. Out to Mark. Left wing 3. No good. Rebound Edwards. Here come the Cats. Wagner fires it ahead to Bradshaw. It's deflected out of bounds.
Good look. Good
Lawson
look.
got a hand on it.
Good look. He tried. Good thing is Kentucky gets it back. Little late on that pass, but
Wagner on the right baseline in front of the Kentucky cheerleaders to play it in. Comes to Reeves on the right baseline. Retreats out beyond the three-point line. Ball's deflected and stolen by Mark. He's going the other way. Blocked off the board by Thiero. Picked up by Bradshaw. Cats in transition. Edwards slows up as he comes across the line, though. Throws it across to Thiero. Just made that sensational defensive play. Here's Wagner down the lane. Floats it up off the glass and in.
Kentucky
14 for DJ.
Giving Arkansas a little bit of their own medicine. One-on-one, clear it out, and let's see what you can do.
Kentucky by 10, 60-50. Battle down the right side of the lane. And a foul on the drive against Kentucky. And another one on Edwards. That is his second and the team's second.
Well, that's just a tough matchup for him. Because Battle catches it so far from the basket, you have to get up on him because he'll shoot a 3 if you do not. So once he puts it on the floor, it's a scramble mode for Kentucky.
2 shots for Caleb Battle, who leads them with 42 three-point baskets as he puts the free throw up and in. But in the last 3 games, he has been driving relentlessly as Edwards and Bradshaw go out. Shepard and Avicic come in. And so he's getting to the line now. In the last 2+ games, he has shot 40 free throws. This will be his 41st. And so he's piling up his points at the line as he puts in another one. 17 for Battle.
Hey, I always thought about that as, hey, these points count also, man.
Yes,
I'll take as many of them as the ref wanted to give me.
Shepard Running the point now for Kentucky. Goes to his right, puts it behind his back, throws it over to Thiero. Down the lane, angles left, foul as he goes up for a shot. Hits the deck hard. His teammates race over to help him up.
I was just thinking, Tom, Kentucky needs something out of Adut Thiero. He has become one of those kind of leaders on this team because of the way he plays, the aggressiveness that he comes with every minute he's out on the floor. And I don't necessarily mean making shots, but I'm talking about that block he got and now the drive to the basket. So he has to become more active.
First of two in the air. Rims out, no good. Purdue had worked his way up to 81% at the line before that miss. Lawson committed that foul, his second, team first. He goes out. Mekhi Mitchell checks in. Mitchell had 12 points, 13 boards, and 4 blocks against Kentucky and Fayetteville. Been pretty much a non-factor so far today. The shot's good.
He's had a hard time keeping up with Kentucky bigs as well, so they're keeping him off, Mitchell off balance, forcing him to play defense.
9-point lead for the Cats. 61-52. Mark dribbles all the way over to the left side, feeds it to Mitchell on the pick and roll, and he lays it in. They had 2 people chasing Mark, and nobody helped out on the backside against Mitchell. So he quickly gets a bucket. It's 61-54 Kentucky. Thiero down the lane to the rim. Shots blocked off the board by Brazil. Arkansas coming the other way. Battle angles through the lane, goes to the rim, and lays it up and in. 19 for Battle. Drive it, drive it, drive it. Lead's been cut in half at 61-56 for Kentucky as the Cats come into front court. Throw it left side to Shepard. Back to Wagner. Wagner takes the pick from Ivisic, goes left, goes by his man, drops it around for Ivisic, but it's batted away and stolen by Mark. Tough pass for Ivisic to find in traffic.
Basket here is a timeout.
Brazil, right corner, diagonal pass out front comes to Mark. Ivisic has him on a switch. Let's see if Mark tries to take him. Mark just standing and dribbling. Blows by Ivisic, right to the rim, lays it in. And there's the timeout for Kentucky. Well, that 10-point lead's mostly gone. It's down to 3. Kentucky 61, Arkansas 58. 16:39 to play on the UK Sports Network. Half, but they also are up to 7 turnovers now, and Arkansas also had a nice block, first one of the day for a team that averages 9 a game, or averages 6 a game, and had 9 against Kentucky and Fayetteville. That was one of several good plays for the Hogs in this half that have them with the momentum right now, Chad.
Yeah, it's just been one of those games where Kentucky cannot get a comfortable feeling. And the reason why is because of high percentage shots that Arkansas continues to get in this game. And when I say high percentage, For the most part, I'm talking layups because Kentucky's defense in the paint has just not been there. So they're going to have to improve, no question.
Out of the timeout, Mitchell has checked in with Visic, Reeves, Shepard, and Wagner also out there. Arkansas picking up in backcourt. They double Shepard, so Mitchell comes down to take the entry pass, and he gives it back to Reed Shepard, who'll bring it up for Kentucky. Now Dillingham comes up off the bench. He'll check in at the next dead ball. Mitchell out deep on the left side. Goes by his man. Open path to the basket. He takes it, but misses the layup, and it's rebounded by Brazil. Looked like Mitchell wanted the foul and was more interested in that than finishing in the shot.
I thought he did get hit, but, man, you have to go up to...
I thought he was going to dunk it.
To make it.
Mark to the right elbow. Pulls up, almost threw it away. He did. Ivisic with the steal. Puts it behind his back as he comes into front court. Jump pass over to Shepard on the left side. Now he'll back out and reset it. Shepard comes off a pick, hesitates, down the lane, pass to the corner to Mitchell. Mitchell comes through the lane, stops, cut off, throws it out front and into backcourt for a turnover as his pass was wide of Wagner. And Shepard again passed up an open shot when he came into the lane.
I just don't get it, man. Why are you passing the shots up?
Timeout on the floor. 15:49 to play. Score remains Kentucky 61, Arkansas 58. 8 turnovers now for the Cats, 3 already in the first 4+ minutes of the second half. We'll be right back on the UK. Darren Feldhaus, member of the Unforgettables, one of the players whose jersey hangs in the rafters of Rupp Arena. And Darren is the all-time leading scorer whose father also played for Kentucky. Darren finished with 1,232 points. His father, Alan Feldhaus Sr., was a former Wildcat, just like Reed Shepard and his dad, Jeff Shepard. I don't think Reed will be here long enough to break Darren's record.
I don't think so, but I'd like to see him get started on it here in the second half here. That's for sure.
Battle down the lane, spins to the basket, and a foul called against Kentucky, and it's on Reed Shepard, who was the player that was driven on, but as Battle spun, he spun right into Mitchell, so he provided good help.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, they had called the foul already on Shepard, his second, team third, and that man, Battle, back at the free throw line. He's made 9 in a row.
That's why you don't want to reach in.
First shot is good. 20 for Battle. He can cut the lead to 1. Arkansas on a run of 9-1, with Battle having one more shot. And he hits it.
At 36 the last game out.
61-60 Kentucky. Arkansas with the momentum right now. Ivisic at the top of the circle. Dribbles to his left, hands it to Dillingham. He drops it but picks it up. Fires it left side. Mitchell, wide open three, and it comes up short, and it's rebounded by Arkansas. Davis grabs it, drives it up into front court, throws it ahead to Mitchell for a dunk, and Arkansas retakes the lead, 62-61.
Well, just not a lot of defense here at all.
Dillingham, pass to the left corner to Mitchell. Dillingham gets it back, goes down the left sideline, along the baseline, runner good. Kentucky goes back in front. Rob Dillingham with just his second basket of the day. 63-62 Kentucky. Mark standing and dribbling out front. Shepard has him on a switch. Mark holding him at bay with that right hand. Double teamed out front. Mark picks up his dribble. Over to Battle, 10 to shoot. Battle bounces it to Mitchell. Trying to back in on Ivisic. Gets underneath the basket, flips up a shot. That comes off no good, and it's rebounded by Reeves. Outlet to Dillingham. Cats trying to run it. Dillingham angles through the defense. Goes for the rim. Hooks it up off the glass. No good.
Well,
rebounded by Mitchell, but a foul before he can try to get a shot off because he was being held by Brazil in the battle for the rebound. That's 3 on Brazil, 2 in the half on the Hogs.
Now, Arkansas's really upset because there was a lot of contact as Mitchell took the ball to the basket against Zavonimir. But the reason they didn't call that was because Mitchell leaned in and started the contact.
Comes into Bradshaw, back to Shepard, turns down a 3, comes into the lane, pull up 10-footers, good. 10 for Shepard.
Wide open in the corner again. I mean, listen, he's got to feel it. I get that. But, boy, you want him shooting those open ones.
Cats by 3, 65-62. And Mitchell elbows Bradshaw. That's a foul on Mitchell. He hit him in the face. This might be a flagrant one. They'll take a look at this with 14-12 to play. That is the second on Mitchell and the third on the Hogs. Bradshaw had put his body right up against Mitchell's, and when Mitchell tried to clear some space, that right elbow looked like it popped Aaron right in the nose.
Well, I'm glad I mentioned, Tom, that all got started on the play before. When there was contact down there, Mitchell thought he got fouled, so he's delivering a message right there.
We talk Kentucky basketball Monday nights on the UK Healthcare John Calipari Show, followed by the Kyra Elsie Show and Clark's Pump and Shop BBN Radio. Make sure you're with us Monday night, 6 Eastern on the UK Sports Network.
Well,
I think that's got to be a flagrant one. I mean,
yeah,
as we see a replay here of our engineer Jim Barnhart's phone, Mitchell could, I guess, feel Bradshaw, and he just was trying to clear some space, but you can't throw an elbow into the face of an opponent. And
that's at least a
flagrant one.
At least.
65-62 Kentucky leads with 14-12 to play.
But now, regardless of how this goes, you must, as a player, understand that whistle's going to come really, really fast for the next 3 minutes. So you have to just back off a little bit. If not, they're gonna call that and call it quick.
So it was going to be Kentucky's ball on an offensive foul, but will they get a couple of free throws out of this as well?
I don't see how they can't.
Flagrant one on Mitchell.
Yeah, I don't see how you can't, because now if you don't make that a flagrant one, there will be a bunch of elbows.
You're sending a message as an official.
Yeah, there'll be a bunch of elbows from here on out.
So with 14-12 to play, Kentucky has a 65-62 lead.
And anybody can shoot these. Nope. I guess Aaron has to shoot these.
The Shepard went to the line. But Bradshaw has the 2 shots here. He made 3 of 4 in the first half. He hits this one. He's dialed in today.
Yeah, and I hope this is a sign of really good things to come the rest of the way. But the fact of the matter is,
made it.
Kentucky's going to have to get better defensively. I mean, that is where the difference is going to be made in this game here in the rest of this second half.
So they push the lead back to 5 at 67-62.
Need some help.
They have the ball. The arrow back in the game with Shepard, Dillingham, Bradshaw, and Reeves. Dillingham's got it in backcourt. Dillingham shuttles it ahead to Shepard, and he'll come across the line. So we come down to the 14-minute mark. Shepard gets by his man, but the ball's knocked away from behind, and a steal for Arkansas as Mark came up with a loose ball. Mark drives into front court, passes to his right to Davis, throws it back out deep to Mark. Mark slides right, double team, floats it down to Mitchell. He goes up and missed the shot, but a foul called against the arrow. Adu rotated over and had good position against Mitchell, and unfortunately he gets called for the foul there. I think it was a good call, and this will put Mitchell at the line, and it's 4 on Kentucky and 1 on the arrow.
Well, it was a really good call, a really good pass, though, went where only Mitchell could handle it.
Free throw good for Mitchell. He has come alive here in the second half with 5 quick points. 67-63 Kentucky. One more shot for Mitchell, a 79% shooter. It rolls around and stays in. 67-64 Kentucky. Dillingham left side, comes to the top of the circle, backs out, goes left, shoots a 3, in and out, no good. Tapped around, controlled by Bradshaw. He's right under the basket, goes up with a jump hook and gets fouled. He found himself right directly underneath the basket, so he couldn't go back up without just going through the cylinder, so he had to lean out, and that's a foul against Brazil. It's the 4th foul on Arkansas. I think they called it against Brazil. If so, that's his 4th.
The thing I liked about that, though, was he went up aggressively in traffic to come down with that, and then he just like a vice grip held on to that ball until he cleared some space.
Free throw good. Bradshaw has made 6 of 7 at the line today. That last foul was on Makai Mitchell, not Brazil, so Brazil and Mitchell each have 3 now. Bradshaw's second one's no good. Rebound tapped out of bounds by Reeves over in that far corner. He could only get a hand on it. It'll be Arkansas's ball with 13:31 to play. Kentucky in front, 68-64. Mark goes by Shepard, gets into the lane, pulls up for a 10-footer that's short, gets his own rebound, throws it out to the left corner to Battle for a 3 that's no good, and Shepard rebounds it off the backside, hits Reeves on a run out, and he's fouled going for the basket at the other end as Battle was able to close and prevent the dunk by Reeves, but Shepard got that rebound on the right baseline. And Will Levis is here today from the Tennessee Titans, the former Wildcat QB, and he would have been proud of hitting a receiver in such a perfect spot.
He better be proud. Right in stride is where Antonio Reeves caught that ball. Didn't have to wait, didn't have to strain to get it. It was right in the pocket.
Shot is good for Reeves, 17 points for him. He's 4 of 5 today at the line. He can push the lead back to 6 now with 13-13 on the clock.
Boy, this crowd, I feel like they're just waiting to erupt, Tom. I'd love to see Kentucky go on a little run here.
Starts with stops.
Yes, it does.
70-64 Kentucky. Mark picked up by Shepard as he comes into front court. Gives it up to Mitchell between the circles. Pass down low. Brazil wide open for a dunk.
Got to communicate.
No communication
you
there.
You must communicate.
Brazil gets left wide open. 70-66 Kentucky. The arrow right side. Passes back out front to Dillingham. Dillingham gets into the lane. Drops it off to Bradshaw. Wasn't ready for it, but he finds it. Out to Thiero. Thiero goes in with a right-hand runner that's good. Well, that was a little bit of a awkward-looking play, but the Cats end up getting it in the hole. 72-66 Kentucky. 12.5 to play. Mark to the right elbow, hesitates, drops it off to Mitchell on the pick and roll, and he puts it in and gets fouled by Bradshaw. And that is his first, team 5th, and Mitchell with a chance for his 9th point of the second half.
Just a lot of screen and roll, and Mitchell's just rolling to the basket, and he is being big. I mean, he's spreading out. He's making himself as wide as possible, and there's just nothing Kentucky has been able to do with that in the second half.
Arkansas started out doing a lot of pick and roll to the bigs, and then they went with a lot of drives. Now they're back in the pick and roll game, and Kentucky hadn't stopped much of anything. Free throw good to complete the three-point play, and Kentucky's lead has been cut in half, and now we've got a whistle and a technical foul.
Is on Aaron Bradshaw.
Coming up the court, somebody must have said
Brazil.
something.
Well, no, they were banging each other going up the floor. Just not sure. how they're going to call this. He signaled a technical foul.
So, double technical fouls. So Brazil gets one. That's his fourth. And Bradshaw gets one. That's his second.
And that's what I was going to say. I don't know how you can single out either player for a technical foul in that situation. So both guys get one. That's the only thing you can do when the guys are jawing and hanging on to each other coming up court.
Brazil goes out. Davenport in for Arkansas. Kentucky 72. Hogs 69. Cats with the ball. Dillingham, left side, comes into the lane. Down towards the rim, missed the shot. Rebound controlled by Davenport for Arkansas. It's a tough shot. Dillingham tried to finish there. Arkansas with the ball, down 3. Mark at the top of the circle, drops it off to Mitchell, fires it out to Battle, left side 3, good. We're tied at 72. 24 for Battle. Shepard goes down the lane, cut off, loses his balance and throws it away. Mitchell floats it up to Davis, right back to Mitchell. Shots knocked out to the corner to Davenport. He throws it out to Battle, floats it to the left corner to Mark. Back to Battle at the top. Battle drives down the lane, spins, steps back, leans through, scores, and Arkansas has retaken the lead. That is an 8-0 run for the Razorbacks and 26 for Caleb Battle, and a timeout for Kentucky with 11:31 to play in the game. Kentucky had built a 72. In the game, and Arkansas has retaken the lead over Kentucky 74-72, and is the 14th lead change of the day. And Kentucky is 1-5 this season when the other team shoots a higher field goal percentage, and Arkansas is on track to doing that today. In this half, they're 8 of 13, 59% shooting for the game to Kentucky's 51%. The Cats have turned it over 6 times in this half, and so Arkansas now has a 14-5 advantage in points off turnovers. They've scored 8 points off turnovers in this second half.
But I think Kentucky is just making the game more difficult than they need to.
It's a good way to put it.
Listen, Arkansas is not that good on defense, so you over-penetrate. You get yourself in a position where you really have nowhere else to go, and all it takes is some active hands and some deflections, and now you have it going the other way, and that's what Arkansas is doing. Kentucky is just not moving the ball. Only 12 assists in this game thus far. So it's going to have to come down to moving bodies and finding the open man on the perimeter.
Wagner and Onyenso in for Kentucky with Thiero, Reeves, and Shepard. Wagner out deep on the right. Floats to the middle of the floor. Keeps Dribbling, going in and out.
But
Comes back over to the right.
This is just
no ball
not good.
movement. 10 seconds. Wagner goes off the screen, gets into the lane, floats it up for Onyenso, and he's fouled trying to go for the dunk off the pick and roll for Kentucky. It's going to be against Mitchell, and that's significant because that is his fourth and the team's seventh.
So you saw on that possession, the ball until the alley-oop to the basket stayed with only one player in the front court. So I guess you have to give Arkansas defense some credit because they totally took Kentucky out of what they wanted to do on that play.
Onyenso, first of two in the air, hits it. First point of the game for Ugo. Now he can tie it up as Lawson comes in and Mitchell goes out.
Now they'll run a different offense now with Mitchell off the floor. They had gone to the pick and roll. I think you'll see them just spread it again and see if they can penetrate that way.
And the second one's no good. Rebounded by Mark for Arkansas, which leads 74-73. We come down to 11 minutes to play in this game. Crowd getting restless here at Rupp Arena. Mark working down the right sideline. Gives it back behind him to Lawson. Throws it left side to Davenport. Davenport over to Battle. Battle down the lane, goes for the basket, and draws another foul.
So again, they just spread the floor. Now that their bigs are both in foul trouble, they just spread the floor and say, I'm going to beat you to the spot that I want to get to, and really putting the pressure on the Kentucky defensively on the perimeter.
First foul on Reeves. Battle back to the line. It's good. 27 points for Battle.
13 of those on the free throw line. Excuse me, 12.
He missed his first one. He's made 12 in a row since. Make it 13. 3-point lead for the Hogs. 76-73. 10:45 still to play. Shepard picks up his dribble out front, gives it to Reeves. Reeves gets into the paint. Floater good. That's 20 for Reeves. Fifth game in a row with 20 or more points. 76-75 Arkansas.
Now this crowd wants to get in it. Players have to bring them along with them.
Mark working against Wagner. Takes it down to the corner. Jump pass to Lawson. Throws it out to Davenport. Wide open at the top, and he hits it. His second three-pointer of the game. 79-75. Arkansas playing with a lot of confidence, and why not offensively?
Sure. That's all they want to do, man, is keep it close.
Here's Reeves handing it back to Shepard. It's deflected and stolen by Davis. Shepard never got it. Davis drives, runners, no good. Rebounded by Reeves. Outlet Thiero. Thiero coming down the right side as the ball knocked away by Mark. He bumps with Reeves. The ball's loose. Mark taps it over to Battle. Battle driving, dishing to Davis. Back to Mark, who puts it in.
I don't know if the officials can get caught up here either. A lot of banging on that possession, up both ends.
Arkansas has a 6-point lead, 81-75. Shepard to the right elbow with a jumper. Comes up short. It's rebounded by Arkansas. Somebody's got to take over for Kentucky.
Somebody's got to get going defensively.
81-75, Arkansas. Mark guarded by Reeves. He walks it over toward the Arkansas bench. Throws it back behind him to Lawson. Lawson goes into the paint, turns, doesn't want to shoot. Out to Davenport, another three. Hit it from that right corner. Arkansas with a 9-point lead. 84-75 as we go under 9 minutes to play. Wagner drives down the lane, scoops it up, and draws a foul. So DJ Wagner will be going to the free throw line. The foul is on Davis, his first. Wagner has not been to the line today. He shoots 75%.
You just have to figure it out on defense, man, and you just have to do it quickly here.
Arkansas on an 18-3 run after falling behind by 6. Free throw good for Wagner. Got 15 points today. Here come Mitchell and Avicic in. Thiero and Onyenso go out.
And I know it's tough because Mitchell has been out, but Kentucky's going to need one basket from him here quickly to get them going.
It's good.
And they need something from Trey.
84-77 Arkansas. 8:48 to play. 8:45 as Mark goes for the basket, gets to the rim, and lays it in at the other end.
Just wide open at the basket.
21 from Mark. 86-77 Arkansas. Shepherd fires it down low to Reeves, goes up and scores as he got open right underneath the basket, and Shepherd found him. 86-79 Razorbacks. 8:20 to play as Mark comes into front court. Turns his back to Wagner. Wagner trying to force him down the sideline behind the back pass to Lawson. Lawson dribbles over to his right, trying to hand it back to Mark, who gets it and then falls down, but he throws it out to Davenport. 10 seconds as they put it in the hands of the Battle. Battle working against Reeves. Battle driving. Goes for the rim. Blocked by Ivisic. Comes off to Wagner. Wagner up into front court. They finally got a stop. Shepherd thought about the three. Turns it down. Ivisic, he drives down the left side of the lane, and he's fouled by Lawson. And that will get us to a timeout. That's 3 on Lawson. Big Z will be at the line when we come back with 7:50 to play. Kentucky trails by 7. It's Arkansas 86, Kentucky 79. Saturday mornings at 9 on WLEX Lexington. Check UKathletics.com/UK Sports Network for TV affiliates and times in your area. Fans outside the state can watch at UKathletics.com/videos or on the Kentucky Wildcats Facebook page. Zvonimir Ivisic just providing our CareSource Active Heart moment of the game with a blocked shot that finally gave Kentucky a chance to get a stop against Arkansas. And the Wildcats got back down the floor, and on a drive, Ivisic got fouled. He'll be going to the line. CareSource, featuring easy-to-afford marketplace health plans. CareSource, we got you. Turnovers have been an issue, Goose. 13 of them now in this game, and led to 16 Arkansas points at the half. Kentucky had turned it over only 5 times. Z's going to be at the line. 1 and a bonus.
Kentucky is playing this game just like Arkansas was hoping they would play it. Not very interested in working on the defensive end of the floor. And then they are just allowing Arkansas to do what they want. So it's just how they want it played.
1 and 1 for Z.
Short. Nope.
Made it.
Good job.
He's 3 for 3, 82% on the season. Gonna make all these shots where you can score with the clock stop. Dillingham and Reeves goes out.
Well, and Antonio really doesn't need to sit over there very long, Tom.
Mitchell, Wagner, Shepherd, Dillingham, Ivisic on the floor. Second shot, Z rolls in. Leads down to 5. Wagner back into backcourt to pick up Mark. 7:45 to play. Mark turns his back to Wagner, backs down the left side. Now he comes back out front. Comes to the middle of the floor, puts it between his legs a couple of times. Goes to his left, pull up 15-footer is no good. Rebound to Visic. Turns, finds Shepard, who comes up the left side with it. Cats down 5. Shepard, top of the circle. Started right, now goes left, hands it to Dillingham. Dillingham puts it between his legs, goes down the lane, scoops it up, and it won't go. And a fight for the rebound, and Dillingham comes out with it. Over to Shepard, slides left, gives it back to Dillingham. A 3, no good. Wrong rebound to Lawson. Big opportunity missed there by the Cats. 3 could have cut it to a 2-point lead. Here's Ellis down the lane, comes to a stop on the right block, throws it out to Mark. Left side to Battle. Battle's going to drive it on Shepard. Gets down deep, flips it up, won't go. And a foul on the rebound as Battle got his own missed shot back. Wagner called for a foul. His 3rd. It'll put Battle at the line.
Well, he finally got to stop, Tom, and just could not quite convert it on the other end.
Battle at the line. He's made 13 in a row. It's good. 29 points for Battle. Mark goes out, Davis in.
Just very, very good at using his body to get to the line.
One more shot for Battle. 6:56 to play. And to push the lead back to 7. He does. 3rd game in a row with 30 or more points for Battle. It's 88-81 in favor of Arkansas. Dillingham feeds the Visic on the pick and roll. He scores and he got fouled. Dillingham with a nice dish. Pretty catch by Visic. Had to catch that down a little lower. And now he'll have a chance to complete a 3-point play.
Well, that's just a good job of giving Arkansas a little bit of their own medicine here with that screen and roll.
The foul's on Lawson, and he has fouled out with just 2 points. So now Mekhi Mitchell will come back in, and will they go back to pick and roll?
Oh, sure. Why wouldn't they? Because Kentucky hasn't dealt with it, so they will try to get him in a screen and roll situation for sure. He'll roll to the basket using as much of his body as he can.
Free throw by Z is good. He's 5 for 5 at the line. 3-point play cuts the Arkansas lead to 4 at 88-84. Still 6:45 to play. Crowd comes to its feet at Rupp Arena. Trying to get the Cats to get a stop. Ellis to the right elbow, picks up his dribble, throws it out front, it's batted away, stolen by Dillingham. He's going for the basket, scores, and he got fouled!
Oh, boy.
He knocked it away, he picked it up, he drove it, he scored it, and he got fouled. Battle, his 2nd.
Isn't it amazing what happens when you put just a little bit more effort in on the defensive end of the floor? I mean, come on, man. You just have to figure out how to get stops in a game like this.
So Rob Dillingham can cut the Arkansas lead to 1. .633 still to play. Dillingham hits it. Arkansas 88. Kentucky 87. It's 7 for Dillingham. Back-to-back 3-point plays the old-fashioned way for Kentucky. Mark on the point. Goes down the right side of the lane. Drops it off for Mitchell. He drops the ball, but he goes down, and he looks like he's in pain. They call a foul on Mitchell. His 1st.
And it was, unfortunately for Mitchell, incidental contact by Trey Mitchell. But Trey's hip got Mitchell's hip, and boy, he went down hard. But he's going to get right back up. I know good and well he's not going to come out of this game.
So they can take a look at this on the monitor. Gives us a chance to tell you that number 16 Baylor on its home court took down number 7 Kansas today, 82-74. Today's game presented by UK Healthcare, the official healthcare provider of the Big Blue Nation. Fans reacting to the replay.
Not a whole lot of contact on that, but it was just one of those plays where, you know, you're trying to get in position and the body's bang, and one guy goes flying. So I don't think you can say much about that from what I saw in the replay.
Arkansas shooting 57%, Kentucky 52%. Cats are winning the rebounding battle. They're perfect this season when they out-rebound their opponent, but they're 1-5 when they're outshot by their opponent. So two stats kind of going head-to-head there, with 6:22 still to play.
Yeah, I don't know how they can call it anything but the way they called it.
No announcement about anything else. So, well, no. Mitchell's at the line by himself. Now everybody's starting to fill in along the way. So, and Trey Mitchell comes in. Pat's Mekhi Mitchell on the back. They exchange a couple of pleasant words, and now Mekhi Mitchell, a 79% shooter, will go to the line where he is 3 for 3 today. It's 9 fouls now on Kentucky. Arkansas has already committed 10, so from this point on, both teams are in the double bonus. There's a held ball. Arkansas has the arrow. Not sure what the holdup is. One of the officials is over talking to Coach Musselman. Now another official comes down to talk to Coach Calipari. Hasn't been any announcement about anything other than it being a personal foul on Trey Mitchell. So Mekhi Mitchell, who has come alive after a scoreless first half. Fans don't like, now two officials are over talking to Coach Musselman.
Well, I'm wondering if Mitchell's saying he's hurt, or if the coach, the bench is saying he's hurt, and they want to get someone else to the free throw line. I mean, that's the only thing that I can imagine in this situation.
He came over to explain it to TV.
And they wanted to make sure who the foul was on. I mean,
but we're still guessing. The Kentucky players are gathered around one of the three officials trying to get an explanation.
Okay, so they're not saying Mitchell got fouled.
It's Davis.
They're saying
Davis
got fouled. Now,
and
maybe they didn't call a foul on Trey. I mean,
no, the stat monitor says it was on Trey Mitchell. So Mekhi Mitchell maybe has to go out because he was hurt. He's going to the bench, and Brazil is coming in. Maybe that's what it is. He had to go out because he was hurt. Devo Davis is at the line. He's actually a worse free throw shooter than Mekhi Mitchell, but he still shoots 74%.
Checking in for Arkansas is
with
Trevin Brazil.
With the guys you have on the floor for Arkansas, everybody shoots the ball fairly well.
2 shots for Davis. The left-hander lets it fly. It's good.
Still need to get a little bit more of an explanation on what that was all about.
89-87 Arkansas. Davis hits 2. 90-87. And here comes Reed Shepherd up the floor for Kentucky. Takes it down the right sideline. Floats all the way to the corner. Feeds it to Dillingham. Throws it back behind him to Mitchell. Wide open. He'll shoot a 3. No good. And rebounded by Arkansas. Brazil. It's Trey's shot.
He's got to shoot it, though. I mean, not sure if that was the time that early in the shot clock.
Mark down the right sideline. Floats it all the way across court to Davenport. He's hit 2 big threes in this half. 12 points off the bench for him. Back to Mark. Mark goes down the lane, goes for the basket. Missed the shot. Challenged by Avicic. Dillingham rebounds it. Dillingham leads the break, and he's a reach-in foul on Battle. As Dillingham kind of drove into traffic and got a break when Battle reached in and committed his 3rd foul. So Dillingham will go to the line and shoot 2. But Avicic affected the shot.
Yes, he did.
He has given them a big lift. It was his block that kind of got this run started.
I mean, it always starts on defense, Tom. Everybody thinks, boy, Kentucky, we have to make shots. No, we have to get stops.
Dillingham, 1 for 1 at the line. Hits it. 8 points for Rob.
Checking in for Kentucky is Justin Edwards.
Mitchell goes out. Justin Edwards comes in. He needs something at that 4 spot out of Mitchell.
Yeah, he hasn't had many minutes, so he's going to have to get warmed up here.
Free throw good for Dillingham.
Really fast.
90-89 Arkansas. 5:40 to play. Here comes Battle. Picked up by Dillingham as he goes to his right. Goes down the lane, goes for the basket, flips it up, missed it. Avicic with the rebound. He maybe a challenge and affected that shot too.
Slow it down.
Dillingham goes down the lane, goes for the bucket, flips it in. Cats lead it.
Or not.
Rob D. 91-90 Kentucky. Mark standing and dribbling in the midcourt circles. We come down to 5 minutes to play. Avon Mark bothered by Wagner. Goes down to the right corner. Behind the back pass to Brazil. A three. Missed everything. But Davenport comes in and gets the rebound and missed the shot. But a foul on Avicic. Z just stood there, maybe a little tired, and he just stood there and watched Brazil come in and get it. I think Z's thinking one of his teammates was going to do it. You can't rely on anybody else.
No, you have to. It's all on you, big fella. It's all on you.
But he's giving him a tremendous lift. I think he's maybe a little tired.
I don't even know that he's tired, Tom. He looks pretty fresh to me. But you just can't make mistakes like that.
Davenport's free throw is good.
As I say, everybody on the floor for Arkansas can flat shoot free throws. I mean, that is one of the things they do and do very, very well.
Davenport trying to shoot Arkansas back into the lead. Kentucky would have had the ball and a 1-point lead. Free throw good. Well, let's go back in front.
Need help.
Comes into Wagner, back to Shepard. 92-91 Arkansas. So we go under 5 to play. Held ball, the arrow going Arkansas's way. Dillingham comes to the middle of the floor. Turns down the screen, goes down the lane, lobs it up, dunk Edwards.
And see, that's what happens when you're Rob Dillingham and you've had so much success going to the bucket, man. Everybody came to him.
Pretty pass, 93-92, Kentucky. Mark, bounce pass down to Davis, drops it over to Battle, misses the reverse, rebound to Avicic. Dillingham fouled as he comes up the floor when he was bumped by Mark. With 4:20 to play, Dillingham will be going back to the line. Isn't it amazing how quickly Rob can just turn it on and go from 0 to 100?
Yeah, I remember Rob sitting over there on the bench and thinking to myself, man, where's Rob been? Where is Rob?
He had 2 points at halftime.
Yeah, and he said, Goose, I'm here. I'm here.
Free throw is good.
A lot of basketball yet to be played. A lot of time for good, aggressive defensive plays for Kentucky also.
Shooting for a 3-point lead with 4:20 on the clock. It's good. Dillingham he and Avicic are kind of taking things over in the last few minutes. 95-92 Kentucky. Mark out deep on the right side.
Anything but a three here.
Mark working against Wagner, who fights through the screen to stay with Mark. Mark over to Battle, over to Brazil. Brazil goes down to the baseline. Cut off. Throws it back to Davis. Davis comes into the lane, shovels it out to Mark. A quick three, no good. Rebound to Avicic. Wagner.
Slow it down.
Good D there to force a contested shot by Mark, maybe a little outside his range. Dillingham almost lost the ball out front. Now he gathers it back in. Dillingham comes to the elbow, jumper in the air, no. Rebound tapped out.
That's Kentucky
and
ball.
into the Kentucky bench, and it was touched by Arkansas.
Yeah, that's Kentucky ball.
That'll get us to a timeout with 3:43 to play. Kentucky 95, Arkansas 92 on the Kentucky fell behind by 9 with 9 minutes to play, but since then Arkansas has only been able to score 1 basket. They have been able to get some damage done at the free throw line, and with 3:43 to play, Kentucky leads 95-92. Our Kentucky Lottery key play of the game, Rob Dillingham, giving Kentucky the lead, 91-90 on a basket. And since 1999, $489 million in scholarships and grants funded by lottery proceeds have been used right here at UK. The Kentucky Lottery truly is fueling imagination and funding education. Arkansas 0 for its last 8. So, and I think the defense obviously has been turned up. 2 guys, DJ Wagner's been good pressuring Mark, but it's been Avicic affecting shots.
Yeah, I give Arkansas a lot of credit here, and I say Arkansas, and I know what I'm saying, but they have forced Kentucky to get focused on defense. That may not have happened had Arkansas not gotten a lead. So Kentucky had nothing, could go nowhere else but improve defensively. So thank you, Arkansas, for that. But now, Kentucky, you have to carry it the rest of the way defensively.
Arkansas down to 46% in this half, as Shepard will play it in on the left side, just a few steps down to the right of Coach Cal, who's seated over on the far side. Comes into Avicic. Dribbles once, hands it to Dillingham, coming off the screen. Lob, dunk for Avicic off the pick and roll.
Great out-of-bounds play. Just an excellently executed play, Tom.
97-92 Cats. 3.5 to play. Mark harassed by Wagner. Thrown away. Steal by Edwards. He's going for the basket. Puts it up. Won't go, but he got fouled by Brazil, who's just fouled out of the game.
Well, you know, I said, Edwards, you're going to have to get warmed up fast, buddy, because you didn't have many minutes. Only 7 minutes he had played before Coach Kyle went to him here late. And he has been the Energizer Bunny out there a couple of times here.
Kentucky made 15 of 15 at the line in the second half of the win on Tuesday night. They're 17 of 20 in the second half today for the game. 31 of 36. 86%. And Edwards at the line for 2. He's 2 for 2 today, 76% on the season. Brazil replaced by Makai Mitchell. So 2 Arkansas players have fouled out, and Mitchell's playing with 4. Free throw, perfect. 98-92.
Well, just got to keep it going defensively. We know how fast Arkansas makes runs.
3:18 to play. 1 more for Edwards. No good. Rebounded by Mark. Arkansas running. Davis drops it off behind to Davenport. He goes all the way to the left baseline. Throws it up front. A steal by Edwards. And he then dribbled it off his foot. Shepard diving for it. It's loose in backcourt. And Battle comes out with it, and a foul called on Kentucky. Dillingham trying to get the ball back away from Battle. Edwards got the steal, but he dribbled it off the foot of an Arkansas player who was hurrying back to get set, and that led to the scramble.
One of the things I said in the pregame show was Arkansas will give you fast shots, but sometimes that fast shot is not your best shot. And Edwards was trying to get to that fast shot. I'm not complaining, not getting on him at all. I'm just saying that would have been a great time to use a little bit of that shot clock.
2 for Battle. Hits it. He is 16 of 17 at the line. 31 points. 98-93 Kentucky. 3:04 to play. 1 more shot for Battle. Makes it. 98-94 Kentucky as we hit the 3-minute mark. Held ball. Arkansas has the arrow. Kentucky has 1 timeout. Arkansas has 3. Dillingham got fouled out front on a handoff. No call. Dillingham goes down the lane, splits 2 defenders, and flips it up and in. He came down the left side of the lane, split defenders, and reversed it on the right side.
What a fun team this is to watch. I know there's a lot of basketball, but
Mark weaves through the defense and then throws it out to Davenport. Davenport drives it to the high post. It's knocked away by Edwards, picked up by Wagner.
Slow it down.
DJ has the ball in front court. Edwards has given him a lift with some defensive work.
Absolutely, Tom.
Here's Dillingham dribbling out front. 194 Kentucky, 2:20 to play. Dillingham to the right elbow, lobs it up and put in by Avicic. What a combo they've been.
Pick and roll. Kentucky running pick and roll.
102-94 Cats. They're on their feet at Rupp with 2:05 to play. Mark, right of the circle. Dumps it down low and a whistle and a foul on Kentucky.
Good call and a good foul. Good
on DJ Wagner. He got caught on a mismatch against Mekhi Mitchell. That's 4 on DJ. Mitchell to the line for 2 shots. John Calipari gets a bench warning.
Yeah, and it's Coach Al pointing at the line, but this is a good time to just turn around and say, okay, all right, you got me. I'll get back.
2:02 to play. Arkansas does have 3 timeouts, so
yeah, it's still plenty of time. A lot of time left in this game.
Free throw rolls in. What a display of free throw shooting on both sides.
Yeah, everybody out there right now can shoot the free throws, man.
Arkansas's 26 of 27. And he hits one. It's 2. Reed Shepherd will bring it up from backcourt for Kentucky. Goes it across the line to Edwards. 1:55 to play. Kentucky 102, Arkansas 96. Edwards goes down the left side. Dribbles all the way to the baseline. Pull up 10-footer. Got it!
Oh, man. Oh,
big shot. Here's Mark into the lane. 10-footer. Good. With 1:36 to play.
Just got to get a shot every time, Tom.
104-98. Shepherd weaves through the defense, comes into front court down the left side, floats back to the top, throws it over to Edwards. He'll shoot a long 3. Yes! Oh, my goodness, what a shot! That was like, what are you doing? Great shot! 107-98. Battle, right side, comes back into the lane. Off to Mitchell, lays it up, and it comes off! Rebounded by Avicic.
Boy, Big Z has been big in a lot of ways, man.
He's been bigger than 7-2 down the stretch on defense. Here's Wagner out deep on the right. 54 seconds. Cats with a 9-point lead. 12 to shoot. Wagner goes by his man. It's knocked away from behind and out of bounds. It'll be Kentucky's ball with 9 on the shot clock.
Oh, boy.
If they get in trouble, they have 1 timeout left.
You'd rather not use that, but you must know you have it in case you need it.
Held ball. Arkansas has the arrow. Shepherd left baseline. Looking. Use that timeout. Comes into Edwards, and he loses the ball, and then it ricochets out of bounds off Battle. My goodness.
Another very, very
Edwards came wide open under the basket.
Double technical foul.
So Shepherd down on the left baseline. No. It looked like he said, yeah,
double tech.
Not sure on who, but Shepherd plays it into Wagner under the basket, lays it in.
But they have come out of the bag with every under the basket, out of bounds play that they have in the playbook, Tom. Everyone.
109-98. 40 seconds to play. Mark feeds Mitchell on the pick and roll, and he dunks it over Edwards.
Let him have that.
109-100. 35 seconds. Wagner weaving through the defense, gets fouled by Battle. His 4th. 31.6 to play, and Wagner at the line.
Wow.
The offense of Dillingham, the defense of Wagner and Avicic. It's been the story down the stretch with a late spark from Justin Edwards.
Well, give Justin a shout out also for the...
Wagner's free throw is no good off the back of the iron.
For what he's done on the offensive end. Well, what he's done on defense and offense, Tom.
Wagner, 2 for 3 at the line today, 75% on the season. Shooting for his 19th point. It's good.
He's had a great game. Just wonderful game for DJ Wagner.
110-100. 30 seconds as Mark takes it down in front of Coach Musselman on the right side of the floor. Throws it back out to Davis. Davis goes down the lane with a runner. No good. Tapped around. Again, Avicic comes up with it, and a foul on Arkansas. The big fella has battled down the stretch.
He has been... I mean, this is the kind of game I just didn't know if Zavaname had it in him. I'm talking about physical, long extended minutes and sustained effort throughout the course of the game. And he has taken a huge step here in this one.
Free throw, good. That's 12 for Big Z. 111-100. Kentucky was down 9 with 9 minutes to go before Ivisic keyed a defensive surge. He missed the second one. Rebounded by Mitchell. 15 seconds is all that remains.
Just no foul. I don't care if you give another wide open layup. That's
Which they
fine.
just did to Battle. 34 for Battle. Comes into Z, right back to Shepard. Shepard drives it up the middle of the floor. Arkansas is not going to foul. And Kentucky's going to get out of here with a win.
Wow.
They came from 13 down in the second half on Tuesday. They come from 9 down with 9 to play here today. And the Cats keep it going. Kentucky 111, Arkansas 102 on the UK Sports Network.
Kentucky Lottery's Times the Cash scratch-off games are an exciting